Good morning. It's Sunday morning. I haven't really slept properly, and it may look like it, and it may sound like it. But I'm up, and I'm probably take some good naps today. It is Sunday, August 27th, the morning after the RAF album release show. What a night. What a fantastic night. Oh man, what a celebration. What an amazing night of primarily friendship. We didn't sell out the waiting room. We were close to a sellout. It was absolutely jam-packed. So many things to share. I don't know if I'll get to them all. I'll probably forget some. It was just fantastic. We sold a lot of records. Obviously, we sold out of the green vinyl immediately. There was a line. I knew it would be at 7 o'clock. Before 7 o'clock, there was a line of people there just to get those. So even before the music started, those were sold out. I don't know how many we sold last night. We didn't sell out of the maroon, which is fine with me. We sold a bunch of records, probably at least 100 records. Band has a meeting today at 1, and so I'll find out then. People, you are blowing me away. Not even minutes after I posted the records for sale through Bandcamp, the orders started flying in immediately. Just wow. Wow. And we got CDs. Okay. We got CDs. I'm looking here. This Friday, let me see if I can find out right quick while I'm on here. Let me see if this is a Bandcamp Friday coming up. August. Yeah. Okay, so this is up to you folks, but if you want some, I'd say, if you want the record, buy it now. I'm seeing here, I'm looking at my mailbox, and this is cool. Okay, the CDs are selling already, and I'm not surprised. We have people buying both records. People are buying a black and a maroon copy of the record. Wow. Also, so many things. So let me, before I forget this. So people are so kind. I get there and there's a package for the band of gifts. And I didn't know what to expect. I thought maybe somebody was going to make like a special edition T-shirt or something. One of the band members' exes, who was not in attendance, but still, how cool! She had these towels, these custom-made towels. Look at this. RAF record release 2023. A commemorative towel for each band member. Wow. And it's nice. I mean, that's nice quality. Man, this is just jeez. The love is overwhelming. People came out of the woodwork. I was particularly pleased and happy and just blown away at the number of my personal friends and people from my personal life who have never seen the band before and finally came out for the last show. I was deeply touched. On top of that, we had people come in from Iowa, not just Council Bluffs. We had people coming from Kansas City, and we had a couple folks fly in. I kind of thought maybe they would. They did. We had a super fan and an old friend of the band fly in with his daughter from Hawaii. That was it was a wonderful night. Regarding the playing, I'm going to try to get the clips from Tim and share them, because we did well, but there were some train wrecks. And it's funny, I've seen one of the clips already, and Tim caught one of the train wrecks where the singer lost his place and the drummer lost their place. They both did. And then there was one solo where Paul just really had a brain fart. I'm proud that Dan, the rhythm guitarist, and myself had the least. I mean, I was steady streaming. But that's, again, something I it's something I know from years of playing, that the rhythm section really needs to be together. And so I I was solid on my bass parts. I missed notes because we play so fast, so that happens, but I never lost my place. So good to catch up with so many different people from different time periods. It really is like a family. And interestingly, it's my nature when I talk to people to ask people how they're really doing. And people talk to me. You know, I was drawn to punk before it became a fashion, but the part that really settled in as the reality of this is my gang is that the punk scene, especially in most cities, is like the outcasts and the misfits and bad kids. And it's really true here in Omaha. It's what I call the extended family of punk rock in Omaha, which we are the kings of. We've been anointed by the audience, not me. But these are some real loving, hard-working, decent people of all types. But what I noticed is that everyone's going through changes. Everyone's having issues. And as I thought about it, it was like this is a true reflection of the times that we're in. We're in difficult times. People were expressing problems, everything from financial to relationships to health to midlife crisis. Because again, a lot of people who, this generation of RAF fans, the 80s was when we started, 84, 85. So people are in their 50s. And I met some people for the first time who have been following me and are friends on Facebook. This one woman in particular, I'll say her name, Julie. When I befriended her, but then when she started to just comment regularly on my posts, I was saying, do I know this woman? Have I ever met her? She sounds like an artist to me, okay? So when I met her last night, I had never met her before, and she was really gracious. Excuse me. Took a selfie so I'll remember her. But it turns out she was on part of the New York art scene, and she brought up names like John Zorn and Zena Parkins and said, "Yeah, I thought I knew it. I knew it. You're one of my people." Sure enough, people brought their kids. There's a picture of me with Jenny and her nephews on my Facebook page. It was so good to meet them since I hadn't seen them since they were little babies. So they had no idea who I was, but it didn't matter because it's like, you'll see in the picture, it was like almost like instant rapport. I love children, but I just need, I have my experience with helping raise and also working with kids, so I love them. They're cute. I want to love and encourage them, but it's like I have to limit my time around them because I'm the sort of person I'm the uncle who'll get your kids riled up and then leave. And then it's up to you to calm them down. Excuse me. I'm tired. My back is killing me. Not from the performance, but from the load in and the load out with the records. And, oh, so many things that I hope you don't mind, folks. I'm just going to talk about the show. This is a recap of the show. I just messaged Tim, and he said that he will Dropbox me the little clips that he caught at least one of our train wrecks, so I will share that. I'll make a separate video of those when he sends them to me. Wow. Yeah, I'm up too soon. I'm not rested. I went to bed at about 2, and I probably dropped off to sleep for a short time, but I can feel in my body I'm not. But it's the excitement, and here's this is our label, No Time Records. Kelly, the singer of the band, sold out of t-shirts, and he made an extra batch, and he had a new design, and they just flew out. It was awesome. Signed so many autographs. So like I was saying, yeah, the band has a 1 o'clock meeting today. Thank you for the order from Norway. I love the fact that, I can't help that the postage is so high, and postage might even be higher than what I posted because he ordered several. But Norway, already someone from Norway has ordered multiple copies of the album. And I will definitely get those signed for you, sir, if you see this. The other bands were good. So the first band on was a new punk rock band here in Omaha called Mass Hysteria. They're kids. They look like teenagers, They might be in their 20s, but they look like teens to me. They sounded like a young band had that, they're just getting started, but they had that attitude. It was just, yeah, Then the other two bands, old friends of ours, Cordial Spew, who I always vote for best punk. They haven't won yet, but they're old school. They're just, I just love those guys. And then Stronghold, who are more of a sludge doom metal sound with some punk thrown in. They threw down. But I love it because they know what we're like. They did their best to upstage us, and I love it, and I egged it on. I was right up in front. They went for it. They had a really powerful performance. It was really good and got the audience going. Got the mosh pit going. It didn't last long because people were old. And young kids that mosh, it's not what it meant. So they flake out really soon. It's almost like it's a social expectance. It's socially expected. Well, I guess we better mosh now. But it ain't like it was when we were kids. But the thing was, after Stronghold was done, we got up there and we wiped the floor, even with our train wrecks. Even with our advanced age, we can't jump around like we used to. We still move. But the intensity that we play with, that's what I'm most proud of. And it gets the audience going because they feel it. The other thing, and I said this from the stage, we acknowledged, let me go here and stop jumping around. I acknowledged there were several black people in the audience, not back like it was in the 80s when I was the only black person and I was on stage. And I said I didn't think to use the word Afro-punk because that's a term, Afro-punks. But there were a bunch of Afro-punks in the audience. I acknowledged them. They were happy, a couple of young ladies just, yeah, screamed yes, and I'm proud of the fact that I helped to open that door and make it possible. I was also blown away that the guy that I used to do the radio show with, Paul B. Allen IV, who was quite a character in and of himself, came to the show. Came all the way up to the front of the stage and rocked with us. It was like, wow, what a gift. What a gift. What a gift. And I'm so glad that I am not like guys can be when you're young and you just can't get enough sex. I had, by the end of the night, drunk women. One woman would not let me go. She was beautiful. I don't know who she is. She's some friend of one of the other Dan or Kellys. Beautiful blonde. She kept coming up to the front of the stage as we're playing and reaching up. Oh, I love you, Dereck. I love you, Dereck. And then when we were done, and she caught my, she was drunk, but not that drunk. She chased me down, and would not let me go. Actually, one of her friends had to come and pry her off of me. But I'm not a masher. I don't take advantage of that. Oh, you're drunk, and I know I can get in your drawers. No, I don't work like that. It's one of the other things I'm really proud of regarding my history in music is that I've always been in it for the money, not the sex. And so spent a lot of time out in front of the club, on the street, hanging out with people, talking, hugging, and just vibing. And people let me know, I'm like the godfather. I am the godfather of the Omaha punk scene. And my message is one of unity and one of love. A person who did not travel up here for the show, but saw what was going on, and she decided to come into the show. Then afterwards, this Hispanic woman with pink fuchsia hair, looking good, comes up and just gushes. She said, "Oh my God, I felt it so deeply when you talked about, being the only black back in the day. And you acknowledged us, people of color." She got it, I was saying black people, but I said, "You're right, we're family, you're family. The white people, we're all family." That's my vibe, and that's my message. It's fantastic, people. It's fantastic. So, I'm not going to start. Usually what I do when I get orders is I immediately start boxing them up to ship. But today is different. What I'm going to do is hold my horses, take a bunch of records to the band meeting to see how many I can get them to sign, and then I'll start sending them out. So chances are that even if you didn't ask me to get your record signed on this first round, I'll try to send you one, okay? Excuse me. If you request, if you see this and order the album after seeing this video and ask to get it signed by all the band members, I will do my best to get enough copies signed so your requests can be fulfilled. And maybe okay, so let me just back up. I've had one person specifically say they want signed copies. So let me know, okay, if you really want a signed copy, because we all don't live in the same part of town and we don't hang out. So I don't see the guys all the time. We get together to play. So I'll get as many signed today as I can for people, okay? Whew. Wow. I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful. And that as I was trying to go to sleep and reviewing things and trying to calm down, I literally thought to myself, so what's my takeaway from all this? And it was that I'm thankful. This is what I wanted. This is what I've always wanted out of the music experience, is recognition, and that when you get a group of people together and you create energy, especially when it's positive, we do that, and we did it again last night, and it's glorious. It's glorious. Okay. It's why I'm constantly speaking out against the insanity of political division and racism, because that's what a lot of that stuff is about. It's about political power and racism, elitism, whatever you want to call it. It's bad energy. fucking up the punch bowl. I ain't about that. So, yeah, you know, I even the woman. I'll say it. If you see this, Julie, I ain't lying. At one point, because I kept getting interrupted, you know, as I was trying to meet her, I found her interesting, you know, especially after I made the connection to her and art in New York. I kept coming back to her as I would get interrupted and hugging everybody and talking to people, and I'd get back to her and said, "So I was still listening to you," and then she said, "So how much is this session going to cost?" And my thought is, how sad it is that people recognize, you know, that what you get from me is not the typical superficial time. I listen and I pay attention, and while we're talking, I'm interested. And because I know that people need it, I need it. I appreciate it when it happens to me, which is really not, well, I get a lot of love, but you know, but the way that I am able to focus on people, you know, it's conscious, you know, people really appreciate it, and we all need it. We all need it. It was just so good to see so many people. I can't even, you know, this stuff, my head kind of gets bunched up with trying to remember particulars. Okay, here, even as I'm sitting here, here's comes another order. It's a multiple order, $50. Yeah, they want them both. Jeez. Wow. This is very exciting, folks. I also said at one point on the stage, okay, people, now, you're fading. I'm 68 years old now. You know, a lot of people, what? You know, I said, let me see you motherfuckers keep up with me now. And then that got a whole nother charge of energy going. You know what I'm saying? Saying, don't let the old man beat you now. Come on, let's go. It was so much fun. The two main local record stores came and bought records. Homer's bought some and then recycled. Stewart, he's a character. He hunted everyone down from the band and got all of his copies for the store signed. Stewart's pretty cool. We have a connection beyond music. I was on the board of directors with his mom for the Nebraska Alliance for the Mentally Ill for years. Can't say enough, people, how much gratitude I'm feeling and how much love I'm feeling and how thankful I am for staying on my path. The band RAF and our trajectory and what we've done and what we've been through is part of it. It really is. You know, I think back on the early days after shows and after parties when everybody is in a mad grab for who can I get for the night, who can I fuck tonight, you know, and I would just observe, and it's like, I only participated just very little, that's why I'm still here, you know. There were some people who were conspicuously absent last night from the show because of that shit. There were also people who conspicuously had to stay away from other people because of that shit. And I'm friends with all of them, and I just don't give a damn about any of that. And I let them know, you know, I got love for all of you. And you girls, you can throw, it's not sexist to say this, because it is, you know, the women throw themselves, you know, because they know I'm not easy. It's a compliment. It's a compliment. Okay, I've gone on enough. I could go on and on and on. You can order the records now. The Maroon are going. I've got, well, I mean, I had brought home 50 copies. I probably sold 10 already this morning. So get your order in, okay? Thank you, folks. Thank you so much.